Hello, and welcome to the What's Up London show. I'm your host, Jennifer Slay. Before we start with our show, I acknowledge that I am currently in London, Ontario, which sits on the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, Lenape, and Shinanton peoples. I am very grateful and appreciative to the Indigenous peoples and their ancestors for being able to call this land my home. It is important that we show our gratitude for the ability to live and play on these lands. I also thank and acknowledge my ancestors for the many sacrifices they have made, which has allowed me to be here today. We have a fun show for you today. You will want to stay all the way to the end to meet some very special guests who I can almost guarantee will win your hearts. On June 21st, it is National Indigenous Peoples Day. It is a day to honor the diverse cultures and contributions of First Nations, Inuit, and Métis communities. The Executive Director of ATLOSHA, an agency that is committed to addressing contemporary issues faced by Indigenous peoples and fosters understanding and appreciation of Indigenous cultures, is here to talk to us about an upcoming event that the whole family can attend. Welcome to the show, Joe.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit more about National Indigenous Peoples Day, as well as the history.
Yes, so great question. So the original history was that in 1996 there was a call to action by what previously was known as the National Indian Brotherhood, now presently known as the Assembly of First Nations, which is a political advocacy body headquartered in Ottawa to represent the voice of First Nations across the country. And that call to action was a special day dedicated to acknowledging the contributions, the culture, and opportunity to educate on First Nations and Indigenous people across Canada. And so with that call to action, in the 1998 Royal Commission on Aboriginal Peoples report was that that included that specific day to be represented on June 21st. And so ever since then, we've continued to have this specific day as a celebratory day. Now, in addition to that, so pre-call to action and RCAP report, was that many First Nations groups across the country, but also across Turtle Island, which is what we refer to as North America, different groups have actually represented a specific opportunity to celebrate what June 21st is, which is also the summer solstice, and would have specific ceremonies to celebrate the longest day in the year. Yeah.
Nice. And so here in London, we come together in Wortley Village.
Yes. So the amazing people at Wortley at the Green have created an amazing opportunity to collaborate and partner with the Indigenous community, primarily the four organizations within the London hub of providing Indigenous services within the area. So we collaborate every year and we take turns co-hosting June 21st to celebrate here in the city.
When people come to celebrate, what can they expect to see? So there's dancing, there's food.
Yes, so throughout the day, and it's a long day in general, so we like to begin at sunrise. So we have a sunrise ceremony to celebrate the day. Everyone is welcomed to join at any point throughout the day, stay for the entire day if possible, especially when you're starting that early in the morning. We have a huge attendance even for the sunrise ceremony. And through that part of the day, we then begin in terms of celebrating the culture through different teachings in the morning. And then we begin at noon, which is an important part of the day when we celebrate and we dance, is when we kick off our grand entry for dancing. That also, through that session, they cycle through all the different dancing types. We also have what are called dance specials as well, where we have specific showcases of the different styles of dancing. In addition to that, we layer in other educational opportunities through the dances and also around the grounds at the green. In addition to that is, again, like I mentioned, there's food vendors and gift shop vendors as well throughout the site.
Awesome. Sounds like it's an amazing day. I've been in the past, and it has always been a wonderful and educational time.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Well, thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you for having me.
We'll be right back.
This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Your happy place. Easy 1013, the perfect music mix.
Carbon monoxide is a deadly gas you can't see, smell, or taste.
Homes with fuel-burning appliances and/or attached garages must have working CO alarms installed outside all sleeping areas.
Don't let the silent killer get you. Install working CO alarms today.
Monday.
Hi, my name is Eleanor Gabru. I am this week's guest on Pollinating Purpose.
Sometimes, for a wish to come true, it takes a kingdom, because together is stronger. Tied tight, united we stand, in honor of one child's wish, to fuel the fire that will grant many more. Join the kingdom.
You're watching Rogers TV, London.
Welcome back. You know that commercial, that Staples commercial that comes out in August when children are getting ready to go back to school? It goes like, "It's the most wonderful time of the year." Well, I argue that summertime is the best time of the year when the children are sent off to camp. So Joe Douglas is the executive director of the Stevenson Children's Camp, and Renee Murray is the owner of the London Performing Arts Academy. They are here to tell us about an amazing camp happening this summer. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
So tell us more about this collaboration and what's going to be happening.
Yeah, so it started with just kind of our general camp program that we run, and we offer fully subsidized camp to lots of different kids here in London, and with that we always need funding. So when this season funding was a bit short, we looked at what can we do, and we've always had that empty week at the end of summer where there's nothing happening, the site sits empty, and we just are able to do some maintenance, but we thought that if we were able to bring another group out, partner with someone and run a camp that maybe isn't served somewhere else, that would be a great idea for us and a way that we could raise some funds. And then a connection happened with the London Performing Arts Centre and Renee, who runs day camps herself, and I'll let her talk a bit about that, but we thought it would be a great partnership.
Okay.
Yes, so my camps in the summer are musical theater. We do something called a mini musical that runs over 2 weeks. So we have 2 different age groups, and they come every day, Monday to Friday, for 2 weeks, and we put on about a 30-minute presentation for their parents on the last day. So they feel like they've, put on a show, even though it all happened in 2 weeks. So we thought we would get together with the outdoors aspect of it. So we've got some arts and adventure. And I do have people that ask over the years, do you do sleepaway camps? It's like, well, we don't have anywhere to put anybody for a sleepaway camp. But then when we met up with Stevenson Camp, and it seems like a great idea, and kids helping kids, so I think it's going to be a great week. They have a lot going on. There's a lot of really exciting things planned, as well as the performance.
So some parents, they're like, take my children, and other parents are like, oh, I can't see my children go. But I feel that if they know what's happening, then they're more comfortable. So can you tell a little bit about what this week is going to look like?
Yeah, there's going to be a real balance between kind of the traditional camp that we run with archery, swimming, low ropes, team building activities, and that kind of homey feel that we create with an overnight experience. But we're going to blend that with some of the fine arts, where Renee's going to send some staff out to do some performing arts. We're going to have some artists come out and do some sessions on that. So we're going to find a nice blend between some of the fine arts and what we do with camp, and have them kind of rotating through separate activities, and kind of keeping that camp feel alive, where kids are able to get away from home, make some new friends, and try something a little bit different that they might not do normally.
Nice. And so what's the age group for to be able to attend this camp?
We've been back and forth a few times, but we're starting.
You don't want to start too young when they're overnight.
Yeah,
that could be a lot on
and
the
we start our
counselors.
camp. We start our camp and we do 7 to 13. We thought that it would be kind of a 13-year-old range, just a little more advanced, a little more ready for that, and able to cram those performances in 5 days and really get a good sense of that.
Exactly.
But we are also going to offer a leadership opportunity for 14, 15-year-olds that are going to kind of get a little peek behind the curtain, so to speak, where they're going to be helping to run some sessions, really work on that leadership style, and get kind of that behind-the-scenes performance piece where they're able to help the kids put the presentation on.
Oh, that sounds awesome. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the week, is there going to be that presentation to parents?
There will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a great building on site, so provides shade and
all that.
they're not right out in the sun. So, and we have portable stages, so we'll bring those up and set them up, and there's chairs and everything there. So it's perfect, and they'll do all the kids that have done the visual arts as well through the week. That'll be sort of set up. So the parents will do, their little art walk on the last day, come and see what the kids have done, and then be able to see them present what they learned as far as the vocals and the dance and that as well.
So is there a performance picked out? Like, is there something we might see, like Grease Lightning or?
Well, that could be on the table. We have done Grease, so we have all those costumes already. But it'll be more kind of seeing who our age group is, what we have, and then we'll put it together from there, see what fits. But it'll definitely be fun. Great music. There'll be some choreo that they'll have to put a little bit of work in. They'll work about 2 hours a day each group with Courtney, who will be their director, and then they'll continue on and do the other areas of the camp if they want to get outdoors or go swimming. That'll be all part of their day as well.
Well, again, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Welcome to Treat Yourself.
Do you have questions about menopause and the menopause journey? We've got you covered. Join us for the Modern Woman's Menopause Show, and hopefully we can give you some answers. And of course, my friends, don't forget to sparkle.
Hi everyone, my name's Ranger M. I love to knowledge share, and that's just what I'm going to do with you. So come on, let's go learn with Ranger M.
This is a perfectly healthy child. What's unhealthy are birth alerts, a racist practice that may stop this Indigenous mother from going home with her newborn. Become an ally. Rise above racism in healthcare.
Welcome back. I love London in the summer. Every weekend there is a festival going on, and this summer new festivals are popping up all over town. This year there is a festival happening at the Covent Garden Market to celebrate the Caribbean and Black-owned businesses here in the Forest City. The festival will be filled with amazing food, artisans, entertainers, and art. And one of the partners with Island Fest is Chad Wickham, who is here to tell us more. Welcome to the show.
No, it's my pleasure to be here, and it's a pleasure to be representing the organizers of Island Fest, known as Island Links. And it's just an honor to be able to share information about the festival with everyone. So
well, tell us more about it. It's the first time, so tell us about this festival.
No, we'll do. So essentially, this is, as you said, the first annual Island Fest. It's a Caribbean festival. And so essentially what you could expect when you go there is we're gonna have artisans, artisan vendors, and food vendors. And in terms of, because I know a lot of people get kind of iffy when you say Caribbean. So because of where we are, we really want to focus on local businesses in London, and especially focus on Caribbean businesses. And we just, in order to fill all these slots, we kind of like, there are going to be some slots that aren't Caribbean, but our aim is that if there's any vendor that isn't a Caribbean owner, we want them to present something with a Caribbean flair. If it's food, we want them to have a flair of Caribbean food on whatever menu they have. If it's an artisan vendor, we want them to give some kind of Caribbean twist to what they're gonna offer. And then for entertainment, we have a lot of amazing local London talent. We're looking forward to potentially having some talent from outside of London as well. But again, with the performers, you kind of would expect that we're gonna have either performers that are Caribbean or have Caribbean roots, or if they aren't Caribbean, that they will be doing Caribbean music. So soca, dancehall, reggae, that kind of vibe. So it'll be a good time. It'll be an amazing time.
So I know that, a lot of times people say Caribbean and then they lump all Caribbean people into one, right? But there's incredible diversity within the Caribbean. And so will that diversity be represented at this festival?
Yes, we're absolutely looking forward to it. We've been diligently working to not only have representation, because the Caribbean is a melting pot. Like we come in all shapes, sizes, forms, ethnicities, everything. So we've been working diligently to make sure that happens, but also that the performances and the entertainment is not only one-dimensional. So it's not one type of performer. It's not just dancers. It's not just like singing. We also want there to be an educational component to it, because we really want people to not only have the good Caribbean vibes, but we want people to leave with a piece of knowledge of the Caribbean that they didn't have when they came to the festival.
Awesome. Okay, so the festival is July 20th, July 29th and 30th. Okay, at the Covent Garden Market.
Yes.
And people can expect to see all types of diversity within the Caribbean, represented in food, represented in dance, represented in music.
Yes, absolutely.
Nice.
And I think I got the times right. So July 29th, 4 to 11 p.m. and July 30th from 11 to 7 p.m.
There you go.
And that's our time to
And you
festival.
wanted to mention the sponsors.
So sponsors, they're still in progress, and we're certainly looking forward to more sponsorship. But right now we have Downtown London, we have Covent Garden Market, we have TNT Tabanca Restaurant, we have the London Beer Fest, we have Soca Size London, and we have yours truly, DJ Wickham.
Nice.
And I guess if we have time, can I also mention some of the members on our executive team?
Of course.
So we have Sherry Leslie. She's the president of the Barbados Canadian Association, London District. You have myself. I'm the entertainment chair, and I go by the name DJ Wickham. Also co-founder of Vibe Kings Entertainment. We have Tim Stewart. He is the founder of Target Entertainment, Target Events. And then we have Wendy and Arun. They're the owners of TNT Tabanca.
Nice.
So we have a pretty
diverse team.
Pretty diverse team.
Awesome.
And really everybody's been working so diligently to pull together our first of hopefully many festivals in London.
Well, it sounds amazing. Wishing you the best with it.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Awesome.
We'll be right back.
Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Mario Elia, and I'm the host of a new show here on Rogers TV that we're calling Keeping London Healthy with Dr. Mario. So tune in Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. and we'll see you then.
I see, from my perspective, a resurgence in Oneida's participation with land-based learning and sort of coming back to our original ways of knowing and being. And that makes me feel good because it's a lot of like community member initiatives, whether learning how to grow your own crops, to be able to have some food sovereignty, or doing, you know, I see there's like food kitchens or food groups, or they're planting trees. Like a lot of really great initiatives are happening. So I feel like we're coming back to our original way and our original relationship with the land and the water.
Most people that are have received treatment for drug use problems are probably going to have a lapse.
Join addictions counselor Dean Anderson for Invisible, Breaking Through the Stigma of Addiction on Rogers TV.
Welcome back. Now, at the beginning of the show, I promised you that our final guests of the day, actually our final guests of the season, would have you falling in love. You want to meet them? Well, welcome Christy Palmer from ARF and her two friends. Yes, Pascal and Taylor. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Yes, so tell us about Pascal and Taylor.
It's Pedro Pascal.
Oh, I keep saying that.
I know.
Pedro Pascal.
And Taylor Sniffed.
Taylor.
These are two of our current adoptable puppies for ARF. These guys are about 8.5 weeks old right now, and they'll be up for adoption very soon.
Okay. And so how do you so sweet. How do you choose what puppies, or do the puppies come to you? How do the puppies come to you, I guess is the question.
So right now, especially right now with the rescue organizations, we're seeing an abundance in puppies and dogs that are in need of homes. Unfortunately, during COVID, there was a lot of overbreeding.
Okay.
And a lot of people were getting dogs that are no longer able to take care of them. They haven't been able to pay for veterinary care to get them fixed, so they're having more puppies. So right now, with ARF Ontario specifically, we deal with a lot of the Indigenous communities that we help out specifically, but we try and be there for whenever anyone needs help. So these guys came to us at about 3 weeks. And so, yeah, I've had these guys for a long time now. They started off on formula.
It's so how would one be able to adopt them?
Yes. Well, they'll be up for adoption soon. They'll be on our website. So we just ask that you fill out an application form and apply. But we also really need fosters. So if anyone is looking to, you know, have some of these little babies at their house and, you know, have lots of puppy snuggles and sleeps and stuff. We're also looking for fosters. So if you can go on the ARF Ontario website, which I think you'll have up here, that would be great because we really need the help. So,
So what are the qualifications? Like what does someone have to be able to offer?
You know, it's all different, so depending, we always need people that can do adult dogs, actually, but some people have fenced yards. Some of our dogs don't necessarily need that. We just really ask for love and time if you've got it. Some people, if you work outside the house, if you can get someone to come in and let them out and do things like that, then that's enough really to be a foster. It's great though, because a lot of people are working from home now, so if you've got some time, it's a pretty fun job to foster right now. So,
Can you tell us about Pawlooza?
Yes, we're very excited that Pawlooza is back. So Pawlooza is actually the largest one-day dog festival in Canada. Okay. It is always held at the Plunkett estate, and it's going to be August 19th this year. We have dozens of different rescue organizations that come. So we provide opportunities for them to fundraise and get to meet puppies and lots of adoption events. So it's a really great opportunity. We also have awesome sponsors that come out and sell their things for really cheap. And so it's great for dog owners. Not only that, we have things for the kids, events for the kids, we have music, we have food. It's really just a really great event, and it's one of our huge fundraisers for the year. And of course with COVID, we haven't been able to do a lot of these fundraisers, and funds have been quite low, I'm not gonna lie, for us and a lot of the organizations. Hey baby. Oh. You wanna go down?
When is Pawlooza?
August 19th.
August 19th, okay.
Yeah.
And where?
It is Plunkett Estates.
Plunkett Estates, okay.
Yep. So it's really great. We just ask for an entry fee per car. You can go in, spend the day, play with dogs, bring your dogs. It's a wonderful opportunity for everyone to come out and have a good time.
And how can somebody donate? Where can they go? How can we help?
Yep. So for us, for ARF, if you go online, we have donations, and we're happy to receive them. But also, honestly, if you come to Pawlooza, there's lots of great opportunities, and helping to buy some things and do things. All of that's donating as well. So we offer lots of opportunities for that and to help out.
She's gonna sniff.
As long it's Taylor sniffed, so as long as she just sniffs. Oh no, she just wants to fall asleep on the floor.
Well, thank you again for being here. And that's a wrap. I want to thank all of our guests, especially our puppies, for being here today, and ask that you please go and visit our guests' social media pages and/or attend their events. I encourage you to consider supporting their businesses to show your support. And at the very least, like, comment, and share this episode with your networks to get the word out. This is the last episode of our 2022-2023 season, and it's been a wonderful year. Thank you for welcoming me into your homes and your businesses. Please reach out to us if you'd like to get your event or business on the show for the next year. Be well, take care, and have the safest of summers.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
So you've got 1,000 people and you've never had homelessness. There's no shelter. There's no there's no counting. One of the communities we went to in the Northwest Territories, quite far north, that had 1,000 people. They have just built their first shelter, and they were saying they were still getting people coming in.